Welcome everyone, and yeah, we are back for some tier 4 commentary. I don't care about 3 mentions in general. People can shut the fuck up. More important things to do. Yes. Why is this link not working? Or at least the automatic posting? I'm always curious about that. But anyway. I think it will sort himself out, and otherwise I'll just do it during quality. Hello. Let me check. Okay. So, what the heck, man? Hello Sven, hello Luc. Luc nou, ik kan wel even in het Nederlands zeggen wat ik van Luc Beuswan vind. Dat kan wel even. Het is wel, best wel prima rijden. Kan wel consistent zijn. Rijdt hem soms de muur in. Heeft hele slechte starts. Maar goed, dat is dan wel weer gunstig. Want als dat dan net even iets beter gaat, dan spreek je al van progressie. Of vooruitgang. And in English that means everybody be scared be scared if Luc is in your race. He's a very quick driver. I think you should give him the space and let him pass you if he is behind you. Sven is gonna grab the title, I think so. But if you ask him, he said, I'm gonna grab the title. But it's not about tier 3, it's about 4 tonight. I have to introduce 4 a little bit. It's 1 minute to check-in time. There's 19 drivers, and that's very good. A spectator. You wanna be co-coms, Sven? That's possible though. If you wanna be co-coms, then... but if you also just wanna watch, that's also fine. I don't care. But just let me know. So it's penultimate round. We are in China, which is kinda appropriate since the Winter Olympics also, I think the closing ceremony was today. That was not intentional to let this race happen in a weekend that was supposed to happen. But yeah, I wasn't here last week as a commentator. I heard X Trice took over and it was kind of, yeah, he did a good job. Okay. Do your thing, Sven. So in championship, it actually timed up between Vieter and Stumacher. We thought Vieter had it in the back, but it was a very good Mexican Grand Prix for Stumacher, who finished second behind Lasso, who won as a reserve, and also good podium. I thought Reaper was on the podium. Anyway, I thought Reaper was on the podium, but apparently he had penalties or anything like that. He had a good race though, he finished 5th. So, yeah, I was in my talk about the championship. Stumacher finished 2nd, but Vieter only finished 7th, which is his worst result of the year. And that means that the gap is only 16 points, still Vieter in advantage, 149 over 133. Will is more solid now in 3rd, like he was for a majority of the year, but then he DNF'd twice in a row. But 79 points, and he defends that position from, I think there are 6 drivers that can finish 3rd still, and that's a Race of Champions spot. So everything to play for. Will is in a good position. He has 12 points of an advantage over 2-time winner Fonter now. 3 points behind him we have Pyro, who won his first race at Kota, and I still have to interview him about that. So if he performs well tonight, I will do that. And otherwise I just do an after-season interview with a lot of people after Portimao. O'Leary with consistent performances, he's also still in the running with 59. Rollerula with 58 and Kajetic with 56. I think all of them have a good shot of grabbing 3rd. And then further down in the standings, Major is in 9th with 37. Then Romp and Reaper with 31, equal on 10th. Snap is 12th with 29. Then we've got the 2 reserves. Wicked Prophet, Conan Fern, Dove, Tej, who didn't score points since Singapore. Please, Tej, are you here tonight? Yes, he is. Yeah, and then some other drivers. And constructors-wise, Red Bull is kind of solidly 35 points ahead of Williams. Mercedes in 3rd with 104, and we have 4 teams within 3 points of each other. Alfa Romeo and Ferrari both with 93, and AlphaTauri and McLaren both with 9. And then Haas, Alpine, Aston Martin. So I will be looking more closely for the championship contenders today, a little bit more than usual. And people are saying, oh no, so I think there is rain in the race. And I think the link just is now open, and I think Matt has problems with connecting to YouTube. And there was something, but I can't look for that. I have to look for who's out first. Reaper is out first. That's nice. Of course on medium tires, like he always does. And also out on mediums, or at least out on mediums, is Romp. And apart from that, nobody really else. So I'm kind of tired, since I only slept for 5 hours last night, since I had a good party. Since we finally are it's kind of acceptable to do that in the Netherlands. So. But yeah, I will keep. If it's a good race, it will keep me awake. So, yeah, penultimate round. I can already say that it's likely that I won't do full-time commentary on Tier 4 next year, and that has a very simple reason. And it is that I have an internship now that on Thursday can be very late on Thursdays. So I wanted to race on the Sundays. I think I'm gonna do that for the first time in my 4 years of league racing. And yeah, most of the nights I could make Thursday too, but on the Thursday I need to be online slightly earlier to at least practice a little bit. And that's not the time I have. So for commentary on Thursday it would be fine, so maybe you'll find me somewhere in the booth for a Thursday league. But yeah, that is I think only gonna be tier 3 or 5, since it's kinda known already that Pyro's going to tier 1 for comms. Matt is staying on tier 2 and the rest of the tiers is a little bit of a change up, since tier 3 is then vacant, tier 4 is also vacant if I pull out. And tier 5 is also vacant since Mike wants to drive again, so yeah, we can of course fill that in. We still have Reaper and myself. We have Urminator, who is doing a good job as substitute on 1 and 3. Speaking about Urminator, hello! Nice. Okay, we'll follow Reaper by the way down the first lap. It's a little bit strange since there is an AlphaTauri very close to him, and I thought that was Romp, but I thought Romp was slightly more behind him. Also, other mediums are Snap and Vitor, so at least we know we can go to Romp after this. So at least the lap is valid from Reaper, so and Romp is going in, if I'm seeing it correctly. He put in the first time out with a 34 flat, and there was a spin from a McLaren. Dove goes to 32.9. I just picked the wrong cars over and over again. Maybe we have to go to the winner of That's Invalid. Never mind. So yeah, only Dove and Fontana did, but he spun. Coming out of the final corner. Here we got Vitor going 134.2 on mediums. Okay. Stumacher is still in the pits, so that's not gonna work. His teammate is out though. Dad's finally back on track. So second McLaren, Wicked Prophet is going to 33.3 on the soft. And there comes Dad in a 34.3. Maybe Vitor's doing the second lap, but I also would think Pyro's doing one. Yeah, he is. But first Major across the line, and he's fastest, 32.6. He had some extra practice since he drove in tier 3 on Thursday. I can't remember what he did, by the way. Pyro's coming up, Kajetic is I think also coming up, or it is Leroy, but I'm not really sure. There is a Haas spinning, so Pyro fastest 32.2 and Kajetic follows with 32.5, and Tej is already out after one run, so oh no. Oh no. Rula also in the lap now. He has a lot of traffic around him. Yeah, he abandoned that lap. I think he abandoned that lap. Maybe Snap with a better attempt. There was someone. Yeah, I really thought he abandoned that lap. It really looked like he did, but it was still a 33 flat. So I think everyone will go up soft. If it is a real rain race, then surely. Okay, let's go on board with Stumacher for his first run. He is the only one of the non-time setters being on the run, and the time he has to beat is not a really quick one. Maybe if I enable lap data, I can see if he actually. Oh wait, is it? No, it's gonna show compared to his own time. O'Leary, second, 32.4. That's a good job by him. Fontenhouse trying it again on the mediums. He's there. Okay, that was a lap with SietseBouma. And let's see what he puts on the board. 32.6. And that's, yeah, that's kind of much quicker than Vitor. He's 6 positions above Vitor. So, yeah, the field looks tight. No. Oh my god, going from, what are you doing? That was a little bit weird. Destroying the markers there. He can still go on with his run though. I don't think it will be any good, but look like a little bit out of concentration maybe. Potentially. I don't know. Run for another attempt. I think he invalidated his first one. Libra also went 10th with a 34.0, and that's again invalid. And that isn't apparently. Also look wide, but a lot of people make it swap it. At least I see a lot of yellow flags all the way around. So let's see what New Squid can do. And then Ferrari is following, of course. Well, already on the limit. 34.5 for New Squid, and then will follow. And then he puts in, oh, he's close to his teammate with a 33.0. And that's P7. Here we got, I think Lazo went very slowly. He came out of yellow flag zone, so could be the case there. Okay, so we go over to Dove, who improves to P3 with a 32.4. Nobody improving times, you know. Except for Vitor, maybe. He's on the soft now, so there should be an improvement coming up. And he indeed does, and he is now 1/10 quicker than SietseBouma, but they're not really clear of the field. That's the most interesting stuff I'm seeing here. That they're not clear of the field. So that could be interesting for in the race. Maybe they have a wet setup and some other drivers don't, but I think a guy like Pyro also has a wet setup if it's really rainy. Anyway. So, any other changes? Maybe snapping for, I don't know man, I can't really think of it all the time. Only 2 drivers without now at the moment, Romp and Lasso. And Vitor was only 100 slower than Kajetic, who is now on a second attempt to improve his time. And he goes fastest with a 32 flat. He almost bridged the 31s. 2/10 clear. Kajetic is of course a previous pole sitter here in tier 4, so yeah, it's a good guess for pole. Fontenhouse now on medium still, and he goes slightly quicker than his teammate on the soft, and that's P10. So I just heard that like the tire rule doesn't apply anymore for next year. So in the new game, there will be no beneficial factor of trying to qualify on the mediums, right? So another strategic aspect gone in this sport. So the close battles that they predict with the new cars and more ground effect because of more downforce because of ground effect and not because of the wings, so less dirty air. It better provides good racing because they take away all the good features they had. Guys, so Snap and Pyro are coming in formation. Well, no, they're not coming in formation through the line. Pyro is gonna try to grab pole back. Or he starts his lap. No, I don't think. It's just a slow lap. So, there is literally nobody on the lap. Because I know what Fontenau just did. There's literally nobody on the lap. Oh, yeah, I better hope he is really not on the lap. Now especially. Oh man. Okay, give me someone who is on a freaking lap. Major, maybe. Because I think these two are... Romp is there and Lasso is the... Yeah, Lasso is like the guy up in front. In another attempt to do a valid lap. A legitimate one, according to the game. The final runs are coming up, I think. Well, and we know Lasso can like do well since apparently he won last week. And O'Leary got it. Yeah, well, that's a very interesting. I think O'Leary is like the car that was spinning on the main straight. There goes his P3 right in the bin. Normally it's not a problem when you retire when you are so high up on the grid, but now it is, of course. Lasso to 7, 32.8. Major stayed in 5th. And Rump goes fastest, 31.7. Well, good on the limit. But yeah, for the one AlphaTauri it's been atrocious last minute, and for the other one it has been a very good one. So I think he tried to recover from a spin, but yeah, if you drive backwards at any point for any longevity on this track, or on any track, you get disqualified, and it's a really painful one for O'Leary since he was 3rd. His time was good enough for, well, 4th now, but anyway. Yeah, I'm just gonna focus on the fact that where is Schumacher and where is Vitor? Vitor's behind, has a purple sector. Schumacher crowing through the fast, long sweeping right-hander, almost everyone on the lap now. And we're just gonna see what those two are doing. Because I think they will cross the line when the clock... No, they have another attempt, so maybe... Okay. I think Vitor had some traffic, or he's really gonna push this lap. Schumacher improves and is importantly ahead of Vitor with 2/10, but that's only one position. Response of Vitor is at 32 flat, so he is now back 3 positions ahead. And that was his run, and I'm afraid that was Schumacher's run too, because they're both, yeah, like, used up their ERS. At least that's what I assume. So Will and Brother Wula are coming towards the lines. I think everyone will be done with their runs before the clock hits 0. So Romp went into the pits. He did everything he could. And let's see if Wilken improves. And he goes fourth with 32.2. And Rula is... That's not really what I expected him to do. A P9. So... Flag is out. I don't think there were any people really improving. Maybe Reaper is improving. Yeah, he is. That's a top 10 there. Well done, man. 6,000 only behind Roland Rula, who is like top pace normally. Schumacher doing a lap, but I don't think it's be a very good one. Same for Vitor. And then I think Fontenau is one of the few ones that can really do a good lap, and he puts it on the front row, and that's weird because it's the thousands the same time as Kajetic, but normal F1 rules apply that the one who set the time the earliest gets the position. So well done, Codemasters, for creating a game again that is not using the actual F1 rules. And yeah, eventually we don't know if O'Leary could have improved, but still he would have been P9, I think, if he wouldn't got them disqualified. Leroy's doing no lap. Snap is maybe doing a lap still. That's kind of slow. He prevented it to get an invalid one, but yeah. Oh, and Pyro had did do another lap. Oh, okay. Will goes into. Please retire. Just retire. We will wait for you. So good effort from Pyro there in the end, because he was knocked down to 7th or something like that. And now he's back on the front row, only 38,000 behind. The quickest time of Romp, who gets pole. Impressive for now. I don't think he had a lot of poles. And yeah, well, Fontenau and Kajetic at the same time. Hello Isabel. I don't have alcohol. I had a party last night, so I drank a lot of alcohol there, so I have to sober up. So here's the starting order, and in the end the top 2 is kinda have a little bit of a margin of 2/10, but we have like a top 12 within a second, because I count Lasso too. Championship contenders at P5 and 8, just in the middle in the thick of it. But now it's gonna be the question who is prepared for the raid that is apparently on his way. So outside the top 10 it's Reaper, Lasso, Snap, Leroy, Wicked Prophet, Cannonfern, Blue Squid, Tedge, and O'Leary. Unfortunately, he really would have been like 9th, I think. Yeah, that's his here. Yeah, of course be partying. You better prepare yourself, Ishmael. I was in my bed at 4:50 AM. So, and then I slept only 5 hours. That indeed looks rainy. Rainy. There's also, by the way, some very cool news coming up for the next season of the league. I won't tell, but it's gonna be cool, especially for Tier 4 guys who stay in Tier 4, of course. I can already jinx maybe a little bit about new allocations. There are, of course, some quicker guys in Tier 4, but not not a lot are really have a better pace than others. But yeah, I can say that there is a big chance that half of the tier 4 grid will stay intact for next year. That's a safe thing to say. So let me see what everyone on the intermediates. Nice. I would like to see that. Inter to Inter to Inter. Surely no one's going to do that. That's a stupid strategy. Look like a big fire in the city. Here we go. Ready for the Grand Prix of China. And someone's gonna spin off the line. Yep. I think so. Why is there a big gap there? Oh, I just already pinned it in the frick information lab. Classic. Okay. Oh yeah, nice, yeah, do your glitching. There comes some red lights, and the red lights will also go out now. And here we go. And everyone gentle so far. Well, they didn't spin off the line. It's a good start by Fonter now. Made a better one than Pyro. Surely did. And there is a Ferrari on the inside. And now on the outside. And Lasse already cut the corner. At a certain point. Oh, interesting stuff here. Rob but a little bit wide. Font is... He looks very confident in the race. Was very close to the back there. And oh my god, what's happening here? The Red Bulls are both with each other. I think Reaper made some positions up, and the championship contenders are basically in 8th and 10th. And this is still Reaper trying to hang on the position he just took from the Ferrari. If Dov's got a bit, oh, that's an impressive move though. That's just traction. That's just having the right amount of grip to make the move there, and he goes now back into 6th, and Vito recovered a little bit and is now in 8th, with Stumacher here in 10th. Still in the points. So yeah, it's just all about making no mistakes. That's kind of important. The top 3 is already have a small gap to Will the Ferrari, and that's just mainly because Pyro has catch back up again. And good stuff by Font to be kind of careful, but I think he has a slightly better pace there. Oh, yeah, but then it's of course traction out of the corner, and there is a Red Bull spinning, I'm afraid. Yeah, I think it is, of course, yeah. It went too well for Reaper for too long in one lap. So he's down to last, but at least he has done the spinning now, and then he can do 26 laps without spinning. 27. So Font was in a good position, but he and Reaper basically almost did the same. Font saved it though, but lost the position because of it. And that brought Pyro back up into P2, where he also started the race, and now it's Will and Coyotes, who also didn't have the best of starts. And it also looks like that the Ferraris are kind of liking this weather. Two guys in the pits, Rula and Major. And yeah, there are some people that have explicit problems at certain corners. The same goes for Leroy. Oh, Lasso. Is Lasso coming from far? Oh, no. Lasso is coming from quite far, with 5 places. To be honest, if everyone is on Inters, I can just show position changes. I don't fucking care. Or is there something else that's interesting? Penalties. Position changes. Let's just do that for a change. Still. So, yeah, well, gaps are closing down again. Some of them are kind of a second. Nobody is really close, and with really close, I must be really close. Championship contenders are back with each other, but the only problem that Stubacker is 1.3 behind, and is under attack by Wicked Prophet, made a great start, and is diving down the inside here, and was a little bit too eager with throttle control, and had to settle for the position he already had. Pyro goes fastest with 46.9, but is still second behind Ron, but this is the second attempt also from Prophet on Stubacker. And there is a yellow flag zone, I'm afraid of Noof, and Tej is coming into the pits. And Prophet makes the move. Stubacker not the happiest out there at the moment, but you know, it can also take 3 to 5 laps to really warm up your tires and be comfortable in these conditions. So let's go back up a little bit more to the front, where Kajetic is looking down the back of one Ferrari, while Lasso is trying to take care of the other Ferrari. And they're still, I think, like, in the middle sector, Pyro is getting really close to Romp, and then on the straight he just flies away. It's maybe too early to jump to that kind of conclusions, but a 0 stop. I could have do. I think. Yeah. Oh wait. Think before you speak. If it's gonna be these conditions, I know that I can do a no stop. If I don't make mistakes, of course. But tire wear. Yes, for me personally, that. Of course. Cool helmet there, by enough. Maybe that's just a default version. He's closest though, and he gets Vitor also, who comes along with it, and that's a spin from Kajetic on one of the most trickiest points of the track, while Fontana is now fastest with 46.9. Got to really be careful on the exit of the hairpin, and it really cost him. He's down in 13 behind our disqualification guy from Wally. And yeah, it's hard to pass when someone is in his rhythm and doesn't make a mistake. So yeah, it's very interesting to see that, like guys like Pyro, Fontana, the Ferraris and Wicked Prophet, they look really solid in the race so far. And Stubacker already dropped off 5 seconds from Vito while he was 1 position behind him. Only luck he now has is that Vito is also stuck, and Lasso has like abandoned his attack on Duff for a minute. Let's see if Kajetic can make a move now further down in the field while he's working on O'Leary at the moment. Who did already make a pit stop? Oh, only the last 3 guys, so the rest have just moved and Leroy will just spin. So yeah, I don't know what to go to do here. I hope that someone has like the straight line speed to do it on this very long straight. Oh yeah, that's like a default helmet livery setup. This is the same but better. Yeah. It's kind of a nice angle to see the battle in front of us though. Kajetic made the move on O'Leary for 12. And there is a yellow flag, and it's a house again. Yeah, just stay kind of close. However, there's a big gap behind Stumacher. So I want to say that he is losing touch, and he is a little bit, but there are more pronounced examples. So everyone is getting 6. Oh my god, Ron, what are you doing? Oh, he saved. I think he saved something, since he's still lost 2 positions, but he's back on track. But that's costly, since I think Pyro was kind of stuck behind him, but not really able to overtake him. And the Ferraris are now close to each other. I think Dove is even more on his feet in the web. And the same also for Vitor, who's now trying to work on Lasso. He was a little bit more patient in making early moves. But he's in a good position now. At this moment he, of course, will make a 20-point lead of his championship compared to a 16. Of course he can become champion today. I'm not going to go through every possible outcome. I just will say at certain points in the race, maybe every 5 laps, it's now 5 laps, Stumacher is on 2 points, Vitor is on 6, so he will make it a 20-point lap gap, so the title isn't decided yet. Next update over 5 laps. And yellow flags, oh fuck. And this is kind of a trade. Cunningford is going for a move, or he isn't. Oh, he kind of backed out of that. Yeah, that, oh. People were almost stationary in the hairpin. I know you have to be like careful, but I wouldn't go through it like in neutral or something. Oh, a little bit of a white line for Cunningford. This is the opportunity for Kajetic, and in the background the same happened with O'Leary compared to Reaper, who takes 13th, and Kajetic already closer up to the points, and there is a big battle going through here because Romp is making a beautiful train here. Oh, look at that, this is the train of a lifetime. Yeah, Romp doesn't have the pace now. Or is extra careful, and the Ferrari almost into the back of him, and now they're side by side, and Dove is going to gain 2 positions here. If that's correct, a little bit of contact with Rob, and that's excellent driving from the Ferrari driver. One went 2 positions forward, one went 2 positions down, and Rob braking extremely early for corners. He's really struggling now with grip, and Lasso sees that and is compromised by it, and now we see Will making the move, and at least one of the 2 positions he lost he got back, but Lasso had a good exit though. Wow, there was some action, and immediately Dove is gone from this group, and it's a little bit of a weird line, but Prophet, who had to back out a little bit. And now they're side by side still, Romp and Lasso, Pyro with the fastest lap, and Romp does, yeah, maybe the most sensible choice. However, yeah, if you don't get your tires up to working range temperatures, then it's going to be a really hard one. And of course, the small malfunction, why is there a safety car? What the fuck did someone do? People are spinning off track constantly, and now suddenly it's enough for a safety car. And that is immediate drive-through for Dove, and that makes all the good work of him, what he did in the last lap, completely useless, unfortunately. He can't like serve it during the safety car. Romp is in, Cunningford is in, people are in, and it's kinda, it makes sense though, because it's normally a non-stop if it keeps intermediate conditions, but if you pit now, then surely it's a non-stop if these conditions they are. Or are people changing to different tires? Let me check. Full actually, softs. Well. So the safety car is waiting. I think everyone will stay in the lead lap though. Yeah. However, I think Lieber has a lot of issues. What is this? Yeah, you can also stay in first gear. He's very cautious on the pit. Yeah, of course he has no hurry. He's not in a hurry now, but well, he is if people are not stopping, and that's exactly what Pyro is doing. So now he has been lapped. Yeah, okay, he was too cautious because now he's been lapped, and that's the problem. Dove is in, Lasso's in, and oh, that's cutting the white line. That's the exit. Oops. I'm curious if he can make it until the safety car. There's also second gear. Yes. And third. Yes. Ah. Okay. I think he's fine. He's just a little bit slow with upshifting. Anyway. Yeah, so there are some people who are quite confident that they will make it until the end with these tires. Or there is a change of weather incoming that they just waited it out. I don't know, of course. But yeah, 8 drivers decide to stay out. And yeah, of course, Ronald Rula was far behind, but he has pitted after 2 laps on his also slightly older winter. But all of the rest went in, and Dove is the main leader of that group. But Dove has a drive-through, so Lasso is technically the main one. And to be honest, it doesn't look bad for Rom so far. Oh, there was again a storm over here. Okay. So let me see when everybody is up to the back. It can take a while since we have to wait for tags. I don't really have a feeling why the safety car was freaking necessary, mate. It was maximum someone spinning, and everyone was not everyone, a lot of drivers were spinning. So go for the VSC then or something. Because I think we go another lap. Since Thijs is just chilling. And also the both Alpines are not in the queue. You have 0 points in tier 4 status because we wanted to clean it up a little bit for like the people who really drove more than 5 races. And to be honest, your standings in tier 4, yeah, that don't really matter since you only drove 2 races actually. But I did note down the fastest lap and pole positions because you get those ones in the Hall of Fame. And that's the most important. Yeah, we go another lap. It's it's basically because of Tom. Because everyone wants all in time, but yeah, I'm fine. So yeah, everyone who wants a new intro surely is gonna make it until the end, and I think everyone can, to be honest, especially now with a safety car where you can like save those tires. Oh yes. 3 tiers in one season. Yeah. But I'd rather see you in Hall of Fame because of sportive achievements. But I see what you mean. Please go racing. It takes way too long. All those freaking laps behind the safety car, especially in the freaking wet. Thatcher's now dropping off 2 seconds, so he's not gonna. He has to stay close to the queue though, otherwise you really get a penalty. And what safety car's in this lap. Okay. Let's go to Pyro. There is a weird randomish Alfa Romeo somewhere. A Haas, I mean. Yeah, the Haas in third. But he will coast for the run. Like the pace is going that slowly that the game recognizes Leroy 2 minutes behind the next car. Because the lap times are now 2 minutes. I'm always way too scared to try to roll my tires in the wet. Because they're like, normally they're already cold and now they're extremely cold. Pyro stayed kind of close to the safety car, but that's not. Look at that. That's atrocious. Look at that. Ah, here we go. Green flag. And Font is already alongside him. Oh, geez. Oh, he's going for it. It's a long turn to the right, and in the end, Font doesn't make it. But that was an A for effort. Well done. And behind there is the other McLaren, his teammate, who is oh my god, look at that lawnmower. That was some cool ass drifting. It was the dopest that he actually made it, that he did it. Oh, yeah, okay, that's Haas who stopped there. Vitor with a little bit of issue. Oh, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have our championship contenders here, and Vitor had a slight moment where he had a problem. But he survived it, and now he got 2 Haases behind him. One of them is real, and one of them is a little bit less real. And I think spinning now. Suddenly there is a gap anyway. Oh, there is no moves are being made here. Moves are being made here with Snap and Dove and Lasso and Romp. So Romp now. He has the grip and he has the grip back in his tires now suddenly. Very good for him though. Oh fuck. I think I missed something at the front. I think I missed something at the front. Wicked Prophet is not going for it. He shows good pace in the rain though. He's on the outsider of the Ferrari. I hope the Ferrari will see him. And yeah. He looks really eager to make the pass here. It looks very good for McLaren. Pyro and Fontaine now create a little bit of a gap. Dove with an issue. Oh yeah, he went to the pit, so that is an indicator for damage, I think. And now Stubacker was a lap ago in the attack mode on his championship rival, but now he has a problem with Kajetic behind him. And well, I haven't seen an advantage for the drivers of New Inters so far. Can still change though, but. Anyway, so yeah, we're 5 laps further, and now at this moment Vitor will score 10 against the 8 of Stubacker, so he will make the gap 18 points in his advantage. It's very handy for him to make it bigger than 18, since that would mean that Stubacker has to win the race, of course, the last one. And Rob is making a move on Snap and then going wide in the aftermath of that corner, and is actually potentially losing a position to Lasso here. They're freaking alongside in this corner in the wet, and Lasso is behind though, but he can line up a new move. Look at this train of cars now. Reaper making a move on Cutford, I think. But from the down up, Pyro with fast flat, 46.4. And Reaper coming a little bit back, and Rob is in the wall and out. And his race was really one of high peaks and low lows. And there's safety car again! If this was in the first lap behind the after the restart, it wouldn't have happened. But oh man. And yeah, Patch is in and Rob is out. And unfortunately he can't DNF. He DNF'd a lot last time, but yeah, he had pole at least this race. And was a good contender, and then he dropped off, and then after the restart it looked very good, but not for very long. I can't be asked with this freaking safety car. Well, at least we only will have 2 laps of safety car now, but yeah, a 0 stop is definitely doable now. If it stays interconditioned. And I have a feeling it stays. Because otherwise you would have seen more strategies of people that would have or stayed out or come in. And now, wait, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, it's good for Stubacker though, so he stays close to Vitor, but in all honesty, he has to like finish in front of Vitor if he really wants to make a difference. Still some drivers that come in. Oh, a Stubacker is one of them. That's an interesting call. Well, yeah, if you really are for the type like I have to switch at least once, then this is the most safe lap to do though. So if you think you need to get another set of inters, then surely do. Yeah, and if Vitor doesn't make it, then yeah, then it could be a good move. But he is down in 14th now. So that leaves only 7, because I think the other 2 that stopped already stopped earlier for new inters. I think if you put it on like pit stops, then you see indeed already 2 stops for Rollerula and 3 for Major and Touch. They just stopped during each safety car and major and Tej even before that. So. And for position gates, it's looking very good for Wicked Prophet, 11 up, O'Leary 10 up, and also still 6 up for Snap. And biggest losers at the moment are, of course, is Major, 7 down. And yeah, we go another lap. Yeah, this was the first lap that they catched up. It's gonna be a long race though. We're only halfway and it's almost 10. And I'm just freaking tired, like I said. Oh man. At least Tej is again at the back. Close now to all the others, and yeah, Leo is still left. Yeah, very interesting if we can survive without with laps that we're actually racing. Honestly, racing. At least in Portugal, the chances. To be honest, for a commentator, it's more nicer sometimes to have races without rain, since that means people can overtake each other. But yeah, you also have things like people colliding under safety cars with each other. That's always something you see. You don't need any rain for that though. What we need is a safety car in this lap, and that's exactly what I saw. And yo, are we just going to drive? Look at that gap, man. I have a feeling that always on the back straight you get this view. Why? Give me like the long ass view over the whole straight. So in the exit of the hairpin. That's a cool view. That's the one you want to see. It's probably going to do something different, because last restart he was heavily under pressure by Fontana. And he still waits until the very last moment, and again Fontana, yeah, for my feeling Fontana already passed him before the freaking line. That's not really fair if that was the case. Yeah, he's gonna make the move though. But if he does, I'm not really impressed. He was kinda alongside during the restart, for my view. So yeah, well done, you're in the lead. But Pyro's gonna fight back though. It's good to see. A bit of grass clipped. Ferrari of Will is looking at this and they think, ooh, that's some nice shit. But Fontana has the lead, yeah. To be honest, Pyro could have expected him to do this, so I would have just like taken off earlier and not wait until the line. Oh, look at this shot. Oh, they're alongside. Someone is making a move that I also did in my Thursday race. But on the outside. And we actually made it work on Wicked Prophet, who wasn't there, right? Or did he defend it well? I'm not really sure. With a small spin from Snap, we already had Major with a big spin, I think. And a pit stop maybe, because I think he went back to all their used intermediate. And now we're going to see Kajetic on Vitor, which can be good for the championship. And there he makes the move. Inside of the hairpin, he has enough room to make the move. And behind that is the other Red Bull's Reaper alongside with Lasso. And Reaper finally back for the first time in 15 laps in the top 10. Lasso making a small corner cut there, but he already lost the position. And now it's the Red Bulls behind each other, and oh my god, they are alongside. And I have a feeling that Pyro had to take avoiding action, since he was swerving a little bit there. Wat vond er nou stom van? I was gonna try again. Or not, no, that was not a legit camera angle. This is the way you see things best though. But I try not to go too often to the TV pod because people apparently think that they can use that then as footage for a report. Well, I want to repeat then the words of Matt. What I'm seeing here is not exactly what actually happened. So we have examples that differs. Everyone's staying very close to each other, at least the top 11. Then there was a small gap to Stumacher. And they're going, yeah, I'm not seeing anything, so I'm just gonna do this. At least I will see this incredible move from Pyro on the outside of the long. I'm afraid that he's gonna lose the position again. But he made the move there. He was ahead after the move. Look side by side there, look at that. The front line is the inside now. He has to leave enough room though. But yeah, pushing Pyro a little bit on the curve is already enough, of course, in those circumstances. But Pyro already did something great there. That was an impressive move there in these conditions. I think I have to stay close to him anyway. Kajetic is closing in on Wicked Prophet. I think Stumacher also made a move on New Squid, but at this moment, 10 laps before the end, Vitor scoring 8 points, which will make it incredibly difficult, and a little small tap there, for Stumacher to win the title. That would make it almost literally impossible. But Stumacher gets help from Cullenfern, who did something. And is now heavily under pressure here by some cars. And Rodderula has a rogue time there. Cullenfern is wide again, so we see both Mercs there in the same shot. And don't push each other off track. Thank you. Yeah, Cullenfern not having a good time, and then he spins, yeah, but that, or almost spins. That was just because he was so off guard there already that, yeah. And these guys are also doing a good job though. Dove is coming back a little. And Reaper is now the leading car on at least newer intermediates. And maybe here, but there can also be Taj Fun, I think. Kajetic is going for another move. He really has the hang of it now, and that's on the inside of Wicked Prophet. And he doesn't make it work. It's hard though, it's still hard to make the moves actually stick. And that's also a little bit because Prophet is kind of close to Will. But now, yeah, now he should be able to make the move. Don't touch the curve there, that's gonna catch you out. But Prophet is still there. Love to see that, like, I know Wicked Prophet is not that high up in the standings. Vitor is taking a sneak peek there. But it's good to see that Wicked Prophet in these circumstances is really fighting up in front. And it's not a shame that he's under attack now. Because for a majority of the race he was the guy pressuring people. And he went a little bit deep, but still went on to, and that's that thread in the needle cap. If you clip his wheel there, then it's over, or his tire, I mean. And Kajetic is trying everything to get past. Yeah, take the go-kart lines. And he has an incredible exit because of that here. But Prophet knows where to brake. He knows where to brake, and when he's still there for the next corner, guys, he's going a little bit wide though. There is some action behind. See that with Lasso and Reaper there. You don't see it because of the timing screen, but there we go. We again see a McLaren alongside us, but it's not the same though. This is just wing related, but if Wicked Prophet can brake a little bit later, then oh, he does. Oh, that's sensational. They're again side by side. But now I think Coyote has the position, because now he arrives at the corner. No, he hasn't. Oh my god. Sensational, wow. Battle of the evening there. From Prophet and Coyote. Stumacher making another move on O'Leary. He's catching up though, And these two are still fighting for the win, and basically for P3 in the championship. Pyro with a good exit. Why have both McLaren's number 13 on the chassis? There we are, and Fontenau is doing exactly the same what his teammate is doing. And I think Pyro has the move now for at least a moment. Yes, he did. It took him 5 laps, I think, but he finally gets the lead back. And I'm gonna, withdraw my words about saying that there can't be any good action in the rain. Speaking about the rain, where is it? I don't see it falling. Oh, this is gonna be wonderful. We already have one brave driver here at the back. Look at this. I think it's a little bit too early, but if it like drives up quickly, then this is the reason why all those guys are on inters. Yeah. Oh, no, he's still losing time though. Oh wait, maybe I should focus there on that fact that Reaper is. Lasso went a little bit off track and losing the position to Dove there. I'm just gonna blink first. I'm going to look at how Cullen Fern will do it compared to the leader. Since now he's still losing time. Or 40.2, 40.5, 40.7, 15. No, okay, he's still losing time. And oh, it's getting interesting here. Dove with the attempt here on Reaper. And yeah, Stumacher is also gonna get close in this group, and there is a spin from, yeah, of course, from Cullen. Okay, it's still too wet then. That's my conclusion. Oh, not a lot of room there. Lasso trying to hang it around the outside, but goes off track, and maybe that opens an opportunity for Stumacher. He is on the outside though. He hasn't showed the best pace in the rain here, but he's doing everything he can, and Vitor is not far away still. But yeah, if he passes these two guys, then he will come across like the teammate of Vitor, who's got to be a human block, of course. Oh my god, yeah, and that's a rude penalty. That's a rude penalty, and now he's gonna get another one, yeah. Well, that's kinda deserved, but the other one, he was pushed off track and DRS is enabled, and then he gets the final warning for his 3 seconds. But yeah, Reaper also knows that it are 3 seconds. The fact that he cut that corner and it was only a 3-second penalty is kind of weird, because I think he would have hoped it would be a 5 seconds so he could get it removed. And there is Stumacher on the inside on Lasso, and it's still hard to make it work here. DRS is enabled. Fontenau is going for it. And a lot of people are going for it. So Jeff has taken the order. So that's soft, surely. And I think Pyro, and of course it are Pyro and Prophet who are good on the wet. Has solid pace on the wet, but I think it's not like a moment where you can hang it out for 3 laps and try it, because those are the bold calls. But yeah, it isn't. It's 7 laps to go. and basically almost everyone went in, except for Pyro, Prophet, Lasso, and even Tej, but Tej was a country mile behind. So, and people are going to mediums. This is the excellent window for soft. The optimal window for soft. And this can go very interesting. So there are some gaps now between people while they left the pits. Kajetic has a lot of issues with warming up his tires. And he not only sees Roland Rula get past, but also Doe. Yeah. I wanted to say that's because of the mediums, but they all have mediums. And further down, Snap is very close on the back of Nuve. Tetch is letting Stumacher through. So for the moment they're back on 6 and 7. But Stumacher has 6 seconds to close up to Vitor. That's a lot though. And even with the possibility that someone will go through, Reaper also makes the move, and Reaper are kind of eager now to help the team. You will be eager to help the team, and Snap loses it, don't has damage. And he's far down in 15th now, and now we're gonna see if Fontenau, I think he made an excellent call. Pyro's not even left the box. Yeah, that's a winning call there for Fontenau. That's a winning call. And I was a little bit sketchy about watch out for that curve, Pyro. There's even Vitor past them. Look at how great these softs already were on the first lap there. And yeah, I was a little bit I thought like the restart of Fontenau was a little bit edgy because he was already alongside, but he really won the race with what he just did. Oh, it's going to be funny if there's going to be a safety car. Oh, a VSC, okay. It's going to be funny but there's a safety car now. I wouldn't mind that, to be honest. And there is, yes! I wouldn't mind, there is. Good. Okay, so we have Major coming in for another set of soft then, I think. So Pyro got him saved. If he didn't pit that lap, he was screwed until eternity. So we got a safety car, and we see the very interesting fact that Fontenau and Will really gambled well, or yeah, picked well their moment of time to. What is he doing? He almost fun. Okay. They really timed their pit stop very well, and especially for Vitor this is huge, but also for Stumacher since he was also early on the call. But the problem is, the higher they are in the points, the more points they will earn, of course, and the bigger the gaps are between certain positions. And it's kind of funny that we are in the final 5 laps, and now suddenly Vitor and Stumacher are in the top 5. That's really championship material, to be honest. That's the reason why you are leading the championship. And Kajetic is in. And goes in for the softs, yeah, fair. So a lot of people on soft, so apparently at the moment, except O'Leary, Roland Rula and Dove, and maybe Tej, Tej indeed comes in, so Confern will do that too. Only problem is that we can get only 2 laps of racing, potentially. Yeah, Confern also goes in. So everyone on the soft, except for 3 drivers around P10. But yeah, at the moment Vitor will of course score 5 points more than Stumacher, so the gap will go to 21, which is still very safe. And of course it won't be championship deciding, but we all know that like a gap above the 20 points is kinda safe though. Only 2 DNFs so far. It's funny that it, dried out. They have to hurry, those final 3 cars, because we will only do max 2 other laps behind the safety car. Whether they will gonna make it not that far. So yeah, it was kind of horrendous for who went on? Lasso went on, I think. Pyro and someone else. Wicked Prophet, yeah. And that's a shame for Wicked Prophet, since he was in the, I think, the top 5 for the entirety of the race, and now he's 7th. And oh yeah, I can see it through to the tires now. 1 lap versus 2 laps. So. Yeah, of course they have slightly newer sauce, but that's not gonna matter. What the heck is happening there? Snap. Yeah, that's a position you lose. If you go off track under the safety car, then you lose a legit position. Penalty wise, that's because of the rain. It looks very nice though. Rula has 5 seconds or something for collision, I think. And there are also people with a single 3 seconds, so at the moment it's Will for the win. It would be absolutely mad to see Vito or even win this race. But, a Reaper with an unfortunate 6 seconds can go to cost him. And of course he knows we can't remove the 3 seconds, but one of the 3 seconds was kind of made possible by Dove, I think. Well, we could have gone racing this lap if people would be close to the freaking safety car, but it's again. Production will say net neat. Please, guys, hurry the fuck up! Hurry up! Full throttle! Full throttle! Safety car in this lap, thank you very much for your cooperation. Oh, oh yeah, well, that's good news for people with penalties. Maybe not so good news for Fontana since he was not really prepared for this. And he has a problem with his 3 seconds though. So here we go for 3 more laps of race. Sorry. Oh, he waits freaking long. And there are the penalties, yeah, of course there are the penalties, my Jesus. Oh, that was a clusterfuck of shit. Vitor is under attack by Pyro. It went okay for Fontana Will, but yeah, Stumacher and Reaper are definitely gonna appeal those things. And now it's one big clusterfuck here. And yeah, Stumacher has dropped down far. Because the 5 seconds he can get back though, but the fact that he lost positions here, yeah, that are the moves that has to be done then. And he puts one over Lasso, which was kind of important to do since it gives him back P6. But yeah, Reaper is now in front of him, so that's a little bit of a problem, you could say. Yeah, Fontana is going to try to do something incredible and drive those 3 seconds away. Spin from Kajetic, he is done for today. And he already has 1.4 in one part of a lap, so he can actually make this work, and that would be great for his 3rd place hunt, which is also against Will. I think Taj had an issue too, or no, he's just in battle. Kajetic retired. People mediums having a hard time. And Reaper trying to make a move on Pyro here. Last 2 laps incoming. Will has pulled back a little bit. Fontana with the fastest lap though. That can easily be earned now by anyone who can put a quali lap out, since it's going to be much faster than it was. And look at this here, and they're still battling here with Snap and Rula on the inside of Snap. And that could be a bonus point for Rula after a horrible race. And they're still battling, and Patch is looking at it and thinks, maybe I can take something of this. So let me go back to this. It's 1.6 sometimes. Maybe Fontenau can make a challenge for the podium still. Yeah, and Reaper, if it goes on like this, Reaper will finish 16th or so, because that's how close the field is with his 11 seconds. I think he can get the 5 seconds removed. And it is a bottle pyro in the final lap. Yeah. Am I surprised? Yeah, because I thought that was something from the first 2 races, but I think he's just always bottling in circuits in Asia. And this is going to be interesting though. Reaper defending for his life over Schumacher, of course. And it's working since Lasso gets past. And this can be crucial positions if Schumacher can get his penalty removed though. He has 1 lap to still clear them. Not really seeing what there happened. I hope there wasn't any Dutchy defending. But yeah, it's going for something. And Schumacher's not really that close though. He's also under pressure by Wicked Prophet. So. He's not crowded. He's not crowded. He's just waiting for the final straight. Yeah. And Fontenau has an actual opportunity to make this work. Lasso now very close on the back of Reaper. He's trying to give Vitor some space. Vitor is actually maybe going for a move here on Will. Could be for the win though if Fontenau is actually maybe gonna make it. Pyro DNF'd. We know. And yeah, there's too much to handle to be honest now, battle wise. This is crucial, everything has to be pushed now. Fontenau can actually still make it. Especially if Vitor is launching a move on Will, since that will cost both of them time. But for Vitor this can maybe mean a 2nd place or even a win. They're going not side by side. I think Fontenau has the 3 seconds. It's gonna depend on the exit. And he indeed grabs the win. Purely because Vitor made a move on Will in the final hairpin. Purely because of that. And that's fair, because Vitor would have finished 2nd with the penalty of Fontenau, and now he's also finishing 2nd. Oh my god. That was ridiculous, because we have like a top 3 within 2 tenths. That's insane. Yeah, that's fair. Driver of the day, we can pause. That's fair. And I think we can crown him champion now? I'm not sure. Wait, let me check. Because if we can crown him champion now, then he actually... He made... Yeah, of course, Schumacher is 9th now. So, if he gets his 5 seconds removed, he goes back to 5th. And 5th is 10 points. Vitor with 18, he is 16 ahead. It's not decided. If he gets his 5 seconds back, at the moment, Vitor is indeed champion, since he gains 16 points, which will make it a gap of 32. But if he gets his 5 seconds back, then yeah, Reaper can of course also get his 5 seconds back, but only that 5 seconds. So yeah, now that will even bring him forward. Wait, he's on 9.9, so he will get at 4.9. That will be P4 he will get then. Although Wicked Prophet did an incredible race. And then, yeah, Vitor will only gain 6 points and the gap will be 22. So it's not decided yet. However, that's of course under the assumption that he gets his 5 seconds removed. Yeah, but I think maybe the clusterfuck of the restart there can be caused by the fact that safety car was still in the pit lane, and Fontana had misjudged that. He gets away with it now, at least. Wow. So yeah, at the moment I think Red Bull secured themselves for the constructors. I think we can say that. Have to calculate that. And yeah, very, very exciting race. Really like that. So yeah, I will do some interviews, of course, after the final round. I said if Pyro performed, then I would have do it now. But yeah, was the last lap Pyro battle, so I guess we don't. So thank you all for checking out. Yeah, it's almost 90 minutes now. So yeah, thank you all for watching the stream, and hopefully until next week when we have the season finale, with potentially in any means a very good position there for Vito to win the title. Maybe you already got it, but you will hear from me. So see you all next week. Have a safe week. Nice. Bye bye. Ciao.